Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I never thought Domestic Girlfriend episode 7. Yes, episode 7 just went too far to the extreme. I never would have thought that they would have gotten that far. And from the manga perspective that I've been reading, I never would have thought they're going to make it that far. And to the part that everybody wanted to see since the manga and to see how this was going to turn out, I'm going to get to that. Hello, and once again, to this anime review of Domestic Girlfriend. And I gotta say, props on this episode. You gotta give episode 7 props. Am I on 7 still? Is this 7? Yeah, 7. Because I never would have expected them to go that far. Not by far, I mean to the extreme in this episode. Now I gotta be honest, with all you Hina shippers out there, you guys should be happy. No, matter of fact, another word for happy. You guys should be excited to see Hina doing stuff that you never expected to see her doing. I'm gonna get to that. So, Hina and Natsuo's shipping is going on the horizon right now. Everybody wanted to see Hina and Natsuo's relationship as it occurred. When they're, going out into the beach, enjoying a wonderful time together. Okay. Hina, on the other hand, she wants to be in a relationship with Natsuo because of her flashback that she had. Okay, if you guys think about it, Natsuo is a student, has a crush on a teacher. Okay, now if you look at Hina's backstory, her backstory is the same thing. It's the same thing. She's a student. She's in love with the teacher. Okay, you kind of see the difference. You see the similarities here. The only difference between that is that Hina's backstory is a little bit of a jealousy thing going on. Because when she was like I said, when she was a student around Natsuo's age, she has a crush on a teacher. But then this other boy in her class, has been like asking Hina for all her homework. Kind of like what would you do if you had trouble with your homework? And guy who has trouble, like, please, can I copy your homework? And that's kind of jealousy. I put all the jealousy on Hina's friends because Hina's friend has a crush on the boy. And that she thinks that Hina is hitting on him, which is, I don't see nothing. So she has no friends. So she eating alone. And then Sue, which is, from previous episodes, the one that Ruby splashed on Sue, they started like eating lunch together, doing chemistry work together. Okay, just do. And then when he left the college, Hina at the time, Hina grew more and met Sue, but it was too late for her because he was already married. Okay. So now Hina is thinking of what possible way to end this whole shipping. Oh, here's the idea. I'll hold your hand, Natsuo. Since let's just keep it a secret between Mom, your dad, and Rui. Let's just go to the ocean and let's will you go out with me? Yeah. So she hold Natsuo's hand and start walking to the ocean. And I'm like, Hina, do not fucking kill this guy. And as we're walking, like, this is a double suicide. Because she's like, okay, if we walk to the ocean together, this proves that we can stay together forever and we die together. Or we go to the shore and let's just pretend like there's nothing happened. Let's just be like regular siblings and forget all the Hina shippers. Let's forget that. Okay, and then Natsuo, being that the kind... This is one of Natsuo's weaknesses, being too kind, not fearlessly, but seeing Natsuo's feelings in this, he really loves Hina Sensei. Yes, Hina Senpai, whatever, but still love Hina, and she hugged her. Okay, point that. Now Rui, on the other hand, is trying to get her shipping points up. Rui went to Natsuo's room and started kissing. She wanted to experience kiss because remember, they had sex, but never kissed. Trust me, people have sex all the time, but they don't kiss during sex. Not everybody has done that. But still, Rui wants to kiss. So she kissed Natsuo really passionately. And looking at that kiss scene, that's like a passionate kiss. I mean, I get it. I get it. This is incest. But if you think about it, like, okay, look, on the one hand, this is incest. Problematic. I mean, look at Kiss X Sis. Look at Citrus. Look at Citrus, for example. Okay, like that. But on the other hand, this is a romance thing where you want this to happen even though they step siblings. Like, you want to ship them, but you can't because this is incest. You know what I mean? You're stuck between two pendulums. Which one you want to stick? The incest thing wrong or the romance thing? Which one you want to get to? Okay. But she said she liked the kiss and it was really nice. Now, let's get to this. Let's get to this. I want to get to the shot. Wow. You guys, whoever produced it, directed this, you did a fucking good job. Natsuo is gonna check on Hina, and then all of a sudden you hear the moaning. Like, you didn't hear any moaning. They had to play the music. They had to play the music of Hina fingering herself in her bed. They got the guts. Why would they put music on? I mean, don't you, I'll be honest, guys. Did you guys wanted to hear Hina moaning in her bedroom? Did you guys wanted to hear her moaning in the bed? You only heard like a little bit, and you see shots of her bending down, put her finger right here and start fingering it. I'm like, oh my god, they actually showed it. Now, what's funny about this is that in the manga, they show full frontal. In this anime, they trying to like keep it on the down, like keep it not too down low, but just keep it simple for all the shots of Hina fingering herself, which was pretty bold to do. Pretty bold. Because you don't really see that kind of thing out of it. I know they're trying to keep it like a little bit like burner statement, but they went to the extreme with that scene. That scene, it was there. And you got Natsuo peeking at the door like this. Just peeking. Didn't want to break in, you know. That was freaking, she peeked out like, wow. I can tell he got a boner from that. I'm not gonna lie, he does. And then but the whole thing about her fingering herself was not because she has feelings with Natsuo. She just like Su-chan at the end of when she climaxed. She said, Su-chan. I'm like, oh, so you have feelings for Su still after Natsuo was confessing? What the fuck, Hina? What the fuck? You could have been, why you telling me, Hina, all this time as you was doing that stuff in the bed, you could have been thinking about Natsuo, but again, you're thinking about Su. Wow. Okay. And then I love how the next morning when Natsuo was when he woke up and Hina was leaving, she saw her hand, and you know Natsuo knew I love how Natsuo knew what hand and what fingers that she was using. That was a freaking flip. I can't. That is the most dramatic, that is the most epic scene that Hina ever done in the history of these shows right now. This is the most epic thing that she ever done. Now, okay, now next week, you already know how next week is. Next week is the arc that we're going into now, which is based off the manga, the camping arc. And I'm telling you right now, oh my god, it's gonna be drama. I just can't describe it. But like I said, I can't get enough of episode 7. I can't get enough of it. They had the nerve, they have the guts, not nerve, they have the guts to put that scene for us to watch. And I bet people right now are just like, and some of y'all like this. Because I'll be honest, before they even got to that scene, I mean, I read the manga, but when they had the music playing, and they had the door open and crack open, and you hear that one moaning, you know for a fact Hina was doing. When I watched it, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I'm like, I've been waiting for this. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like, damn, this is gonna get to it, and they did. And like I said, they show shots of her arm movement, her positions, all that stuff moving. Oh my god, they did it. Oh my god, this is a shout out to most of the Hina shippers. Again, you guys did Hina did something that never would have posted, but they did it anyway. They did it. Whew, I'm tearing. I can't stop laughing because they did it right. They did a bold move doing that. So next week, the camping arc. Let's see how that turns out. I can't stop laughing. Okay, so let's see how this turns out for next week, and hope you guys